Good morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That's why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 30 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, if you're dealing with a particularly challenging health issue, we can help you out. 844-236-6010 is our number, 844-236-6010. If you have a success story you'd like to share, if you want to contribute to the conversation, questions about ingredients or formulations, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear advertised or recommended on the program, including my all-time favorite nutritional supplement formulation, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine multivitamin and mineral and trace nutrient powder that you add to water and drink. I'm sipping on it as we speak. It's like rocket fuel in the morning. It's great with meals, great to sip on throughout the day. You can check out all the longevity products, including the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, on my websites, brightsideben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, and pharmacistben.com. You can also sign up to join the Brightside Ben team right off the websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. Or you can call the phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. If you want to purchase any of our Truth Skin Health products, if you're interested in checking out some high-end connoisseur gourmet skincare, no preservatives, no fragrances, no fillers, no wax, no water, no emulsifiers, no surfactants, no nothing your skin doesn't need or doesn't want, just active and functional ingredients. Check out all the Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Make sure you take a special look at our retinol 5% gel made with retinol as well as vitamin C. And of course, none of the bad stuff. No preservative, fragrance, silicone, wax, oil, water, nothing your skin doesn't need or doesn't want in any of our Truth Skin Health products. Okay, thanks for joining us once again on The Bright Side. We're talking about the PPD hormones. I call them the PPD hormones. Specifically, we've been talking about the D. The D is DHEA, P for pregnenolone, P for progesterone, D for DHEA. DHEA is the most abundant hormone in the body, at least when we're young. Like pregnenolone, its parent compound. DHEA is the quintessential hormone of youth, along with pregnenolone. Until around age 28 or so, our DHEA levels are skyrocketingly high. And then somewhere around age 28 to 30, we stop making as much DHEA. And by the time we're 35, DHEA levels have dropped pretty significantly. DHEA levels can be considered to be a major, probably the major hormonal marker of youth and vitality. Now, not all hormones drop with age. In fact, stress hormones, cortisol particularly, as well as something called aldosterone, which we've talked about in the past, that's one of the stress hormone that controls blood pressure being very responsive to stress in our lives. In fact, that's the major reason why we have hypertension is because of physiologic as well as psychological and emotional stresses. Aldosterone is a stress hormone, cortisol is a stress hormone, and levels of both these hormones increase. Levels of pregnenolone and levels of DHEA, on the other hand, in fact, levels of all the calming hormones, the PPD hormones, especially DHEA, are significantly reduced in the aging body. And it's very possible, in fact, in my opinion, it's very likely that the breakdown and the accelerated aging of cells and tissues and structures is a direct result of the decline in DHEA, as well as to a certain extent pregnenolone, seeing as how DHEA is derived from pregnenolone. Many scientists, physicians, medical professionals, alternative healthcare professionals believe that by restoring the levels of these hormones, restoring the levels of the PPD hormones via supplementation as well as topical creams, DHEA in particular lends itself very well to absorption via topical creams. I've been making DHEA creams in my compounding pharmacy. When I had my compounding pharmacy, I was making lots of DHEA creams. I'll tell you about the story, how I got involved, how I first started to understand about the importance of DHEA here in a minute. Anyway, many healthcare professionals believe that by restoring DHEA levels, pregnenolone levels, and progesterone levels, you can slow down some of the more troublesome manifestations of the generic aging process, the breakdown of bone and muscles, the frailty, the skin aging. DHEA has particular relevance for helping build skin, keeping the skin strong. Impaired heart health, impaired blood sugar control, weight gain. All of these are associated with in addition to cortisol and aldosterone, stress hormones, all of these are also associated with a decrease in DHEA and a decrease in pregnenolone and a decrease in progesterone. They all drop. All the PPD hormones drop as we get older, but none are more significant. None of the drops are more significant than the decline in DHEA. DHEA levels are particularly high during puberty and adolescence. They peak, as I say, in our late 20s. I call that hitting the wall. And almost everybody, not almost, everybody who is over the age of 35 years old will tell you that between the ages of 28 and 35, we hit the wall. Before 28, the body is unbelievably resilient. You can smoke and you can drink and then go out and party and then go to work the next day and do the whole thing again that night. Drink and smoke and party, go to work the next day, or play football the next day, or play softball the next day. And then somewhere around age 28, you can't do that anymore. Somewhere around age 28, you start to feel little aches and pains. Somewhere around age 28, aging becomes a reality. Mortality even becomes a reality, at least our awareness of it. Somewhere around age 28 to 30, we hit the wall. And I did it, and everybody I know has done it, and everybody I've worked with will tell you that you hit the wall somewhere around age 28 to 30. And, not coincidentally, this is when our PPD hormones, particularly DHEA levels, start to drop. DHEA is just remarkable stuff. It's not a mighty 90 essential nutrient. It's much more powerful than pregnenolone and probably progesterone as well. It's on par with progesterone, but it's certainly more powerful than pregnenolone. I first started hearing about DHEA back in the 1990s when I started my compounding pharmacy. Somewhere around 1993, 92, the word started to get out on this important building substance. I was involved with bodybuilders and athletes. I was making products for them. I was a bodybuilder and an athlete. So I was kind of immersed in the culture of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. If you just got into understanding how nutrition and nutritional supplements can work can become a functional part of your life, can become an important part of your life, it may come as a surprise to you that back in the 90s, nobody really knew about nutritional supplements except for bodybuilders and weightlifters, not even regular athletes. It was mostly the bodybuilders and the weightlifters who were always looking for some kind of edge for building muscle. That's where I first learned about arginine. That's where I first learned about insulin. That's where I first learned about growth hormone, was by hanging out in gyms. Well, one of the really important nutritional supplements, or dietary supplements, I should say, that became popular somewhere around 92 or 93 was DHEA. It's kind of weird stuff. DHEA, what is it? Well, all the gym rats were talking about it. And you couldn't get DHEA over the counter back then. You had to get a prescription for DHEA. This was 92, 93. We'll finish up when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got a couple lines open for you. We'll get your calls in our next segment. If you're interested in checking out our Truth Skin Health products, please go to truthtreatments.com. Check out our Truth Retinol Gel, 5% retinol, as well as Truth Serum, Truth Balm, and Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream. All super healing. Healing and anti-aging go hand in hand. Healing is anti-aging, and anti-aging is healing. If you're looking for an anti-aging product, if you want to help drive the production of collagen, new skin cells, and be more beautiful, more healthy looking, more attractive skin, what you're looking for is to drive the production of tissue, make tissue grow. This is what I've been focusing on for 32 years, is how to make tissue grow topically. Since I started working with Blistex, and I developed various techniques and developed various formulations that do just that. And what I found was when you heal the skin, you anti-age the skin. It's the same stuff. It's the same mechanism. You're looking to accomplish the same thing. Healing is anti-aging. And so what I did was, when I was formulating products for folks who were dealing with burns or broken skin or post-surgical skin, which is what I was doing in my compounding pharmacy, I started applying the same strategies to anti-aging products. And that's how I developed my first skincare company, which I sold. And what I've done with the Truth is I've elaborated, extrapolated, increased, improved healing and anti-aging with various strategies, including only using 100% active and functional ingredients. No fillers, no waxes. You don't need all that stuff. You're paying for somebody else's profit margin. You're paying so somebody else can pay their employees so they can sell you a product. You're paying so they can sell you the product when you pay for water. Most skincare products are 80 to 90, sometimes 95% water. Not to mention wax and filler and surfactant and silicone and oil and stuff you don't need, preservatives and fragrances. Truth Skin Health products are 100% active and functional ingredients. They will heal your skin if you have a burn, and they will anti-age your skin if you want to fight wrinkles. All my Truth Skin Health products, Truth Balm, Truth Serum, Truth Retinol Gel, and Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream. And anybody's had a burn and put the Omega-6 Healing Cream on it will tell you. The stuff heals your skin, and it also anti-ages your skin. All right. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We're talking DHEA. I remember back in the 1990s when I first started my compounding pharmacy, DHEA was just starting to get out. The word on it was just starting to get out somewhere around the 1992, 1993. We've known about DHEA since the 1930s. Yeah, but it wasn't until the 1970s that researchers began to understand how important this stuff really was. It was first synthesized in the 1930s. In the 1930s, they were going crazy trying to synthesize all these various hormones, particularly steroid hormones. DHEA was one of them. Progesterone was another one. Estrogen was another one. But DHEA didn't really get a lot of press. DHEA wasn't really as well recognized because it's not as powerful as kick butt as estrogen or testosterone. And it wasn't until the 70s that scientists began to understand how important this stuff was. But it was really by the late 1980s and 1990s that human research studies started to get going, and they were finding out that the stuff was pretty darn amazing. It was all the rage in the research world in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. By the mid-90s, I started hearing about it. And there was really a lot of amazing literature talking about how it increased lifespan, how it prevented certain cancers, it protected the heart, protected the circulatory system, and most importantly, it was being marketed for weight loss and for muscle building. Weight loss and muscle building were the two main reasons why DHEA really caught fire, why it got so much attention. It was becoming a favorite for athletes and bodybuilders and weightlifters. They're always looking for an edge, as I said. And they were already familiar with anabolic steroids. This is when anabolic steroids were really, really getting going. Arnold Schwarzenegger made a movie somewhere in the late 1960s, early 1970s called Pumping Iron. Some of you may have seen it. And he extolled the virtues, or at least implied the virtues of using anabolic steroids. And so weightlifters and bodybuilders had really been into anabolic steroids for almost a decade at this point. And when they caught wind of this stuff, DHEA, they went crazy. They were really the first people to make this stuff popular. Anyway, by around somewhere in 93, 94, athletes were starting to come into my pharmacy asking for the stuff, so I started researching it, then I started carrying it, and then I started taking it myself, and then I started making creams with it. I was making this DHEA cream, which I have to say was, at the time, the most impressive non-nutritional product that I'd ever seen as far as helping people lose weight and gain muscle. I considered it much more than that, though. It was a great muscle building supplement. It is a great muscle building supplement and a great weight loss supplement. But I was considering it, and it was beginning to be recognized in the literature as just a youth pill, an overall youth pill and youth topical. It was really the first